Good morning, class. Today we're going to take a look at the volume of a cone. This is not a lengthy lesson. You're going to notice some similarities. There's some common things that are like what we had for the other formulus volumes of a pyramid. Only this one, our base is circular, okay? And so we're going to have to find the area of a base, which would be the area of a circle, and that's where this pi r squared comes in, okay? Okay, so the volume is 1/3, still the area of the base, times the height. Height is the perpendicular line from the vertex to the base, and the base itself will be the area of this circle, okay, which is pi r squared. All right, so that's how we're going to find these. We'll use that formula. The covering of a TP rests on poles that come together like concurrent lines. So the resulting structure is as close to a cone as we can get here, but we're going to assume that this is a cone. If the TP pictured is 12 feet high, write that down, so my height is 12 feet. And it has a base diameter, so we're just going to call it diameter is 14 feet. Now, if the diameter is 14, what's that make the radius? Okay, radius is half of the diameter, which would make it 7 feet. Okay, and if we go back up, so 1/3 pi r squared h. We're just going to go with that formula there. So, volume equals 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay, so h is the 12, and r is squared, that's the 7, so we'll have 1/3 times 12, or times pi, let me get the pi back in there, times 7 squared times 12. Okay, that's the volume. That would be a 49 times 12 times pi times 1/3. They're all being multiplied together. So when I multiply these together, that's going to give me, well, let's multiply the 1/3 and the 12 together, which would give me 4, and 4 times the 49 would give me 196. Almost 200 if it was 50. Okay, 196 pi. All right, and that is going to be in, again, it's a volume, so my units is going to be cubic. So this will be feet cubed. So there's the volume of that TP. If you filled it full of water, it'd all drain out. Okay. Next is the volume of an oblique cone. Now remember, an oblique cone is offset. But we recall that the same volume for any of these subjects, for any of our oblique shapes, are the same as a regular shape. So this is also going to be 1/3 times base times height. Volume equals 1/3 times base times height. Base is going to again be the size of the area of the circle, and h is identified in the cone as 25 feet. So I'll put 25 feet there. Okay, base equals pi r squared. R, if d is 30, then r would be 15. So pi times 15 squared, or 225 pi. That'll be my base. Okay, so that means that the volume is 1/3 times base 225 pi times h is 25. Okay, and that's going to be in feet squared, or feet cubed rather, which will give me 1/3 times 225 times 25. It's going to be 1875 pi, and this again is in feet cubed. And there's my volume. So really, guys, it's a plug and chug formula. You're just sticking everything inside of this formula. Find your area or base, find your height, multiply those together, and then divide by 3 or multiply by a third. All right, not a difficult set today. So what's the volume of this oblique cone? Well, notice the height is 12. Okay, and that's 12 meters this time. And the radius, r, is 6. So cap B would be pi times 6 squared, which is 36 pi. So base is 36 pi. The volume again, 1/3 times cap B times h. Okay, h cap B. So 1/3 times 36 pi times pi times 12. Okay, and a third times 36 is 12, and times 12 would be 144 pi. So that gives me 12, that gives me 144 pi, and this is going to be in meters cubed. And there is my answer. All right, don't think this is going to give you a lot of grief, because it is just a plug and chug in the formula. Okay, so keep in mind that our formula is going to be this guy right there, or if you wanted the base, that's pi r squared h times a third. Okay, which would give you the other formula, and pick the one you want to work with. They're going to be the same, they'll work the same. Hope you're having a good week so far. Guys, again, can't stress how important it is that we keep plugging it out, okay? Keep gutting out. We've only got 4 more weeks, all right? 4 more weeks of this, but our state has closed schools. It's not going to reopen no matter what the news is saying. We're done. So we're going to finish out using e-learning. Your grade and your credit depend on what you're doing. If you're doing nothing, you're going to get an F. And I hate to say it that way. Get your work done, okay? Call me if you've got problems. I'm available. Take care. Have a good week. See ya. Bye.